Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Shaving with Rich. I'm excited for this shave today, and I'll tell you why. I'm using some things that I just never use in wet shaving, and that would be cartridge razors. I never use them. At least since I discovered, I used to use cartridge razors regularly before I discovered traditional wet shaving. As soon as I discovered traditional wet shaving with like a double edge razor, this got put on the shelf, and it's stayed on the shelf for years. And actually, it's almost like almost felt a little guilty if I reached for a cartridge razor, like sacrilegious or something, because I've just enjoyed shaving traditionally ever since then. But I decided, with the new year, hey, I'm gonna try some new things on the shaving channel. Why not? Let's just give it a go. Let's use some other products that I don't normally use, and it'll be great for references too. So you may see me shave with this, from time to time. We'll see how this video goes, with how I decide to proceed, how or when I use them. But I figured that I would also, because I'm using that, this has been sitting on the shelf next to it for several years. And that's just traditional, common, everyday shaving gel that you would pick up at any grocery store or whatever on the shaving aisle. So we're going to use that, which again, once I discovered traditional wet shaving with the soap and brush and making a lather, I just kicked the can, kicked it out. I was like, not using it, not reaching for it. So we're going to do that. I'm actually going to be using on the other side of my face. I'm going to be using the Merkur Futur. This is one of my favorite razors. This has a double edge blade in it. You get a pack of 10 blades for very cheap. So this is, again, Gillette Wilkinson sword blades. There's 10 of them in that tiny little box. So here's how they work. It's already loaded up, but I'll just show you for those that are new to seeing DE razors. Maybe you traditionally, you use cartridge razors, or you're just starting, and that's why you searched YouTube to be like, how do you do this? What are my options? So this is the blade right there. It would almost disappear, but that's the blade right there, Gillette Wilkinson sword blade. This is actually it's called the Saloon Pack, and these are made in India, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So simply, this is how you change it. Instead of a cartridge, you just drop the blade right there. There's channels and a bar that'll keep it sitting there, and then you just put the top cap on like this, push it down, and you're ready to go. You can see that blade, it's ready to go. So we'll set that down. That's what we're going to shave with. We're going to be using something also that's very that you could pick up at a grocery store or whatever in different parts of the world. Some countries don't carry these Palmolive shave sticks. They've kind of resorted to Palmolive shave cream in certain countries, but there's still some countries where you pick up just the traditional shaving stick that have been around for a long time. Pick them up very cheap, and you can actually use these with like a traditional shaving brush. So that leads me into the shaving brushes. This is going to be really interesting though. We're going to see over here cartridge razor, over here double edge razor on this side of my face. Should be very interesting. The brush. So here is the stick, what it looks like. A couple different ways that you can use it. I'll show you in the video. This is the brush that I'm going to be using. In my Facebook group, we have several thousand people in my group, a bunch of enthusiasts. You can join the group And if you're new, or if you're a hobbyist or an enthusiast, if you have any questions, they're going to teach you. You know, if it's not me that responds, one of the people in the group that has knowledge about any question, they'll help you out. But in our group, every week we have a different theme. This week's theme is one brush for 1 week, because a lot of us have a whole bunch of different gear, brushes, razors, soaps, everything. So this is the brush that I chose for the week. This is a Badger. This is a very high-end Badger brush. It's a nice, and I sell these on my Etsy store. This is actually my highest end knot. It's the softest Badger knot that I have. Highest end, it's a 26 millimeter Ultra Luxe. So this is the brush right here. You'll see me use it. So I'm actually gonna drop it in, awesome splay on that, and we're gonna use that with the stick. Now, real quick before I get into the shave, I do have 4 brushes that I'm putting up on my Etsy for the first people that want to pick them up, you know, while they last. Let me just grab a couple of them here. This one right here, just show you on camera. Beautiful brush, I really love it. And it's got the Rich Man coin, of course, like all of these do. My Rich Man coin. This is a 30 millimeter F2 Innovator. So it's a 2nd generation Innovator. And the reason why it's an F2 is because I have 2 knots. I have an F Innovator and an S Innovator. F stands for finest, or 2-band, finest, the dark band and the light band. This is a 2nd generation. It's an awesome knot. So what makes an innovator an innovator? Well, an Innovator knot has Badger and mixed with a synthetic performance synthetic blend. So you won't notice it by looking at it. You probably wouldn't notice it by feeling it, but when you shave with it, you'll notice. It's awesome. Really great knots. They've been very popular. But this, again, that will be listed on there, 30 millimeter, on my Etsy. I'll leave the link below. Usually I do a brush drop with a bunch of brushes. This time I'm just dropping 4 brushes. This is another one with a 30 millimeter S for silver tip, S2 2nd generation bulb. And again, that's silver tip Badger with a synthetic performance blend mixed in with it. So that'll be there. I've got, you know, sort of looks like on the bottom. There you go. Really nice brush. Okay, so we've got a 26 millimeter fan right here. So this is an S2 Innovator fan, and that's just the difference between a fan and a bulb is right there. You can see the way that the curvature on the top. So this is a 26 millimeter fan, S2 fan. So silver tip with a performance blend, synthetic with it. So there you go. Close up on that brush. Nice marbling. It's a beautiful brush. That'll be on my Etsy as well while it lasts. Last but not least, for those that like a brush that's a little bit more chubby or stout, this is a 30 millimeter S2 Innovator bulb knot with a shorter handle, but it's still, you know, nice and bulky enough that, you know, you can get a good grip on it. It doesn't take up a lot of space, but it feels really good in your hand, and it's got that Rich Man coin. So those 4 brushes are on my Etsy. If you guys are interested, just click the link below. That'll take you right to the Etsy, and you can pick it up if it's still available there. Anyways, let's get into this shave. This is gonna be great. I haven't shaved with the cartridge razor for years, and so I'm excited to do it. So let's go ahead and get that going. I always wet my face before I do that. I hope this works after several years on the shelf. Hopefully it does. But I'm just going to, I don't even know if it has, oh, you know what? After all this time, we still have after all this time, there's still some pressure in the can. So that's good. Definitely gonna rub it in really good. See how it does. I'm gonna shave everything and get the goatee I was gonna grow. Well, you'll just have to wait because I'm gonna do this. So we'll see how this goes. All right, so there you go. Now the way that you shave with a cartridge razor is totally different than how you would shave with a traditional double-edged razor. I can see that this is clogging up a little bit. One thing that I do think is nice with this is there's a blade on top. To help you get close right up there. Or any special shaping that you might need. Okay. That's fine. It shaved it off, but just I'm gonna give it at least another pass. That needs some moisture. It's kind of drying up, so. All right. This should get a little bit closer of a shave. Across the grain. First time I went with the grain. This time I'm going across the grain. Just to get a little bit closer. There we go. All right. How's that? Let's go against the grain really quick. It's just, I'm gonna do a 3-pass shave with the DE, so now I'm accustomed to doing 3-pass shaves now, which many of you that are watching this, if you're haven't gotten into traditional wet shaving, you might be asking or wondering, why am I doing so many passes? And that's because in traditional wet shaving, the idea is hair reduction on your face and going from different angles to get the closest possible shave. I've grown accustomed to very close shaves. With the DE razor, so I want to give a fair shot on that. There you go. Alright, so I'm setting this razor down now because we're done with the shave on that side of the face. Alright. Rinse my hands off a little bit. Alright, so and grab this stick, and then you can always just, with shaving sticks, you can just use your hair growth to put some of that soap in there, and instead of using a shave gel, I'll use a brush and create a lather. So you can do that, or you can also better get some of this moisture out, wring it out. Or the other thing that you can do is you can take this stick and just work it into the hair, the badger hair, or synthetic, or whatever kind of brush you're using. Just work it in like that. Either way will work. Doesn't take too long, and you can get, a lather you can work with. Now, the longer you want to lather, the more you can build it up. You can do that, or another thing you can do is you can pull a little bit from the brush. So let's just do that. For sake of the video and keeping the time down as much as possible, we'll do it this way. So DE razor. There you go. So just pull more from the brush right here, and that will be all the lather that I'll need. Now, I actually keep lather on my hand when I'm doing these passes. I call it lather mittens, and that way you'll see right now I'm going across the grain. Alright, so sorry about that. Daughter asked me a question, so cut out, helped her, and then we're just finishing up the shave here. Rinse my face. And there you go. Missed a spot. Yeah. There you go. Okay, so let's put on a little bit of aftershave, and then we're gonna go over the shave. So what I'm gonna use for aftershave, I'm just gonna actually, I'm gonna use some Phoenix Artisan Accoutrement Space Nog. This is an Artisan aftershave, which I enjoy a lot for the holidays. It's kind of like a Artisan seasonal, kind of for the Christmas season, take on Bay Rum. So there we go. And then let's follow that up with a post-shave balm. I'm going to use Asterium Serum right here. Another Artisan shaving product. A little bit more on that. And then we'll wrap up the shave. We'll go over it, the whole shave, and my thoughts. Alright. Alright, good. So, well, that's my first shave in years with a cartridge razor. And, you know, actually it did just fine. Got the shave. And I was, you know, determined to get a close shave with it. Some people may, you know, that have more sensitive skin might get irritation with that many passes. So anyways, it did a pretty good job. There are some places it could have been a little bit closer, but overall it was a good shave. The difference here, this other side is, I would, you know, feels very, very close as well. Maybe slightly closer, but they're both, you know, very close. And after 3 full passes, you know, both sides. The biggest difference is how much did I spend on the blades. So a cartridge, you know, you're gonna spend several dollars for a cartridge, depending on how you get. If you buy the razor new or if you buy refills, either way, it's going to be several dollars. With the DE blade, it's a few pennies, so it might be 10 cents per blade for these, maybe less. I think I paid $7 for 100 of them, something like that. But they'll depending on the blades that you get, you could spend anywhere from, you know, 7 cents on the low end, all the way up to 25 cents a blade, depending on the high end. So $7 to $25 for a 100 pack. But a 100 pack will last you a very long time, probably a year. So a straight shaving for a few bucks. So there's a lot of money that can be saved by shaving with a traditional razor. Also, you purchase a razor like this, you'll buy it once for your lifetime. And if you treat it really good, after the video, I will, you know, wipe this razor down very thoroughly, and I actually have a case that I put it in. All of that. That razor looks just like the day I bought it, and I won't be continually getting either disposable cartridge razors or, you know, footprint on that. You're not gonna be throwing away as much, basically. So. Great shaves with that, and I enjoy using Artisan products as well. So you'll see those in my videos. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me in this episode, Shaving with Rich. Be sure to comment below what you like best about the video, maybe your feelings about shaving with a cartridge razor, if you're in the shaving community, or if you're out, what are your views on it. Anyways, I'll read over all my comments, and I'm definitely will be responding to all of my comments as well. So leave a like, a thumbs up. It's an easy way to help support the channel. Just, you know, leave me a thumbs up on there, and I'll be happy, like I said, to, if you do comment, to respond to you. So thank you so much. This has been an interesting thing that I haven't done for a long time, cartridge razor. So I did get a good shave with it. I did, and I don't think I have any irritation, but I think I saved quite a bit more money on cartridge versus the double edge blades. Alright guys, so we will see you in the next episode of Shaving with Rich. If you liked one of these brushes and you want to take a look, pick it up potentially, the link is below in my Etsy. Take you right to the site. Quick look at these brushes one more time. There's just 4 of them. It's not a full drop like I normally do. There you go, guys. There you go. That's all the brushes. Alright. Alright, well, we'll see you in the next Shaving with Rich episode. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your support. Take care. See ya.